Alright, I want to make another quick update on my solar project. Um, what I basically did is I took my leads coming in and I actually put some ends on them, and so I probably have a better connection going to my this box here brings in. This is my solar, I guess, distribution deal. What this does is you hook your solar panels into this, and it sends the power from here to the battery to charge the battery. And then this is my inverter, and that just takes the power from the battery and converts it to AC, which in my opinion is pretty inefficient. I think that ironically, they should run houses on DC and leave the AC outside of the house, because more and more the power requirements to actually do stuff is becoming less and less. Like if you look at your computer, plug it into 120 volts, what do? We immediately step it down, start running it at 12 and 5 volts, and now even stuff's running at 3 volts. So most of our modern stuff, except for electric motors, and the only reason we're doing electric motors, main reason AC, is it's like, well, the power's coming in AC, let's make an AC motor. But DC is a lot simpler to work with and a lot safer. Well, I don't know if it's safer, but kind of, I guess. It only paralyzes you as opposed to ripping apart your nerves when you get hit with a high amount. And both can hurt you if they go through your heart. But anyways, what I've been doing is I've been hooking up more stuff to, like, here we go, first efficient use of my solar panel, running a coffee maker. Now I've noticed one kind of drawdown of this is, I think I need to get another battery. This battery is pretty old too, and I just happened to have it around when I made this project originally. It's not a very good battery for this, but it has been working. You got to remember, it's dark and I want my coffee in the morning, so the battery, if I'm running stuff off it, it's kind of drained down, so it makes it hard for the coffee maker to start up because it pulls a lot of power. Anytime you generate heat, like for hot coffee, you're using an enormous amount of power compared to something like my paper shredder. It's just a one-time, I just stick paper in it, cuts it up, and it's done. It's not, heat is very inefficient for using electricity to heat it, and the fact that the amount of electricity needed to make something get hot is enormous compared to, running like an electric motor or something. And so I got my paper shredder there hooked in. I got my coffee maker making me some coffee. I got two drill batteries that I'm charging up. I just keep them charged up. Basically, I started looking around the house, and anything I keep plugged in that I know doesn't use a lot of electricity, I'm starting to switch it over to here. And like over here, I got a rice cooker. And so I'm like, oh, that thing's on 24/7. So I plug that in, and it uses very little power, because once it's heated up and cooking, it just needs to keep the rice warm. And it doesn't use a lot of power to do it, because it's not like making it hot, it's just keeping it warm. And then I got the vacuum cleaner here that I could plug in. So kind of my big challenge now is I think I need to get one more battery just so I can make it through the night. So in the morning I can have hot coffee. That'd be cool. And I want to do some other things, like I got a night light over here, and you can get really cheap night lights that come on just when it gets dark, and it's like, well, that's perfect for a solar project. I could have a light in here. When it gets dark, it'll just come on, and it won't pull but like 4 watts, or if that. I don't even know. Let's see if this even says. This looks like a light bulb, but I don't know. It might be a light bulb. But some of them are just really, they're like LEDs, and they produce a lot of light for very low wattage. And so the hard part is getting power distributed through the house. It's like, I'd love to have that a spot right there, because that's where that nightlight was, but how do I get a wire to there easily? Kind of makes me wish I knew a little bit more about how to do wireless power transmission. I don't know if that's efficient enough. But anyways, so I'm slowly putting more and more stuff on it, and I think with another battery, I ought to be good to go. And then you can run tons of little things, like if there's my Dremel tool down there. If I need that, I can just fire it up. To give you an idea of kind of the future of power consumption, down there's my digital voltmeter. I haven't changed, I don't ever recall changing the batteries. Maybe I changed the batteries in there once. I don't even know what kind are in there. I use that thing, at least once a week. I don't use it that much, but it just uses this, like calculator type screens, LCD screens, and it doesn't use hardly any power. And so much of what we do, if they would just build it from a power efficiency standpoint, doesn't need a lot of power, especially logical circuits don't need hardly any at all. But anyways, I kind of got off on a side note. It'd be interesting to try to get my refrigerator over there hooked up. That'd be another good example of like, how do I get the power run from here to over there without having extension cords all over the house? So it's kind of scratching my head. If you have any ideas on good ways to do that, let me know. But anyhow, so I thought I'd make another update, and gonna have some hot coffee here.